don't like needles. I don't give a fuck about your COVID. Just don't like needles. Hey, folks, Kilt-Man here, Kilt-Man, at your St. Paddy's Day services. How are you all? Hope you're doing very, very well. Now, if you've got one, raise it now. The big glass of the black stuff. Only mine's unique because mine is in a Rugby Six Nations Scotland Guinness glass. Oh yeah, there we go. Cheers, y'all. Slàinte. It is, of course, St. Paddy's Day. Yeah. Happens every year, I'm sure you know. And it's licensed to go and get pissed, even though you might have only very, 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 very loose and tenuous Irish connections. I have massive Scottish connections and huge Irish connections. My mum's side of the family are purely Irish. So, you know, I'm a pure Celt. Sorry, I'm just adjusting this. I've got several St. Pliskin eye patches. Don't go thinking they're just an average pirate eye patch. No, no, no. These are proper Kurt Russell, St. Pliskin Escape from New York eye patches. But one of them, as in this one, is very loose, and I put the wrong one on. So if this starts sliding around my face, do forgive me. Wait, hang on, he has got an eye underneath that. Yeah, of course I have. Anyway, folks, it's not only St. Patrick's Day today, it is also Kurt Russell's birthday. Yeah, and I don't know why I always forget this, because I look forward to St. Paddy's Day every year, and Kurt Russell's my favourite, you know, superstar, you know, Snake Plissken, McCready, come on now, Cash. He is my favourite by far. Secondly, only by Mel Gibson, but the two of them do sort of vibe. They have both delivered my favourite characters of all time and changed the course of my life a lot. And but I always seem to forget, come Paddy's Day, this is also Kurt Russell's birthday. And anyway, today I'm going to give him a big shout out. St. Patrick, no. Kurt Russell, happy birthday. 71 years young, my friend, and still looking incredible. To be perfectly fair, you know, I'm using that in a very liberal sense because Kurt Russell may have been like a bit of a heartthrob, may have been a sexy action star, but let's be honest, if you look at him properly, you detach him from the characters he's played and the physique that he's often sported in Soldier. My God, the physique he had in Soldier, wow, that was amazing. That was the pinnacle of his physical fitness, I would say. But He's got the lantern jaw, but he's got little piss hole eyes. And he's got a bit of a chubby face as well. His cheekbones do come out. And many's the time I've seen pictures of him. And like, I know I always try to, I want to be Snake Plissken, I want to be Kurt Russell, oh yeah. But I've got the chubby McEnany face, for God's sake, you know. No getting around that one. But what it is as well, when you see him, he does a big cheesy grin. His face just comes out like a pumpkin. So, I'm with you, King Kurt. I'm on your side. And and like a lot of stars from the 80s now who are still going, like particularly Mel Gibson, they sport the big facial foliage. And without a doubt, Kurt Russell is the master of the big handlebar, bloody Harley Davidson fucking stratospheric handlebar moustaches alongside beards. So he'll have a massive big face rug of beard, and he'll also grow an extravagant moustache as well over the top of that, which will hang down. Now that takes excessive manicuring, that takes real design work, that's manscaping. And my God, he carries it off well. Gibson also sports a lot of times a huge sort of Taliban beard on him, shot through with grey. It's like this cobalt granite sort of look, which again is what Kurt Russell is now sporting, not hiding the fact that he's getting older. And I love that about him, and it's an endless inspiration as well that people like that, you know, still sport. The hair, well, they've got it. Again, like myself, Kurt Russell always, it's either like a severe crew cut or long hair, and that's the way I've always been. It's either been very, very short hair or long hair. So while I've still got hair, I'm in the phase now where I'm just going to keep whatever I've got still there, attached to me. I'll let it grow. Keeps you warm in the winter anyway. But yeah, and talking of Kurt Russell, how oft is the talk about an Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China reboot, retweak, reimagining, remake, sequel, fucking whatever. We had a lot of talk of Escape from New York with a woman playing Pliskin. No. With his son Wyatt. Literally, Kurt Russell's son, Wyatt Russell, playing him. Wyatt Russell's not a bad actor, but he's actually losing his hair. I know it shouldn't come down to things like this, but it does. Snake Plissken's, he's a World War III, super special forces operative, but with long, anti-authoritarian, rebellious long hair. So again, you got the hippie sort of stance to it. So, Wyatt, you need to put some sort of regrow on the top bit. I mean, your dad's doing really well, but no. As far as remakes, retweaks, reimaginings of Escape from New York go, give it to Kurt. He's still a wonderful actor. He's still a very charismatic personality on screen. Even with the massively cobalt, shot white, bloody grey bird's nest of hair that he's got now and the huge fuzzball on his chin, he can still do it. I know, at the end of Escape from LA, oh dear God. I mean, can't we just go sorry, as I say, I've got several of these, but I've picked the wrong one, and this is the loosest one, and it's now sliding down my face. But at the end of Escape from LA, he busts the well back to the Stone Age. Yeah, all power's gone and all that. Like, guns would still work though. Guns would still have firepower. Still be ammunition, as long as they're not electronically charged or anything like that. You'd be all right. But you could have Snake Plissken still existing in that world. They've gone back to primitive society. He'd survived perfectly well, and looking the way he does now, like something like John Richardson out of 1 Million Years BC with Raquel Welch. He would look great, like a big Beegee, but with the grey hair, living in some cave on a mountainside. It could still work. Escape from, the safari park. Escape from the cannibal clan that lived down in the valley. Whatever. And as I've always said, it doesn't have to be an escape movie. It could just be a story, an adventure with Snake Plissken. He doesn't always have to escape from places. He doesn't always have to have a time limit. He doesn't always have to have either a sort of COVID almost kind of virus put into his body or explosives put into his arteries. No, he doesn't need any of that. The guy can still have a dynamic, fast, action-packed, thrilling, brutal adventure. And if anything, Kurt Russell's proved to be harder and more resilient and more exciting to watch in movies since the likes of Escape from New York and Escape from LA. Because let's be honest, John Carpenter really didn't do the best he could have done with the action scenes in Escape from New York. It is quite a slow burn movie. It's still one of my, that and The Thing fly for top slot in my life all the time. But it's probably The Thing is my favorite. Is the best film. It's the best movie, the better movie. But Escape from New York possibly might be the more enjoyable. I don't know. I see I'm doing it again. If I was sitting there wearing, McCready's gear and with a few Thing-style masks and stuff around me, then I'd be saying, it's the thing. But now with the life clock on and this on and the eye patch on and this playing, I'm kind of more swayed to Plissken. But Carpenter didn't direct the action scenes spectacularly well. He had a low budget and he was cutting his teeth when it came to action movies. He'd done Halloween, he'd done The Fog, but Assault on Precinct 13, which had very condensed but high octane action gun battles. This was one guy. You see flurries of moments where Plissken can use his hand-to-hand combat skills and it really looks great. But you want to see more of it, you want to see more and more. If only the fight with Slag in the arena with the baseball bats had actually gone on for another few minutes. When Escape from LA came out and he goes into the gladiatorial arena there, you're really thinking, oh, the first time I saw it, I thought, oh, come on, you've got to up the stakes here. And you've seen people getting their heads decapitated on these big sort of like, secateurs like things, medieval, neck slices. And what does he have to go and do? Shoot some hoops. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Cementing the fact that LA was a complete and utter parody and piss take of New York. That's what that film was about. Yeah, Scottish fans, I know, there's elements of it that I still love. Well, the fact that Kurt Russell's there. Superb score from Carpenter and Shelley Walker. Looks great, apart from some shoddy CG. That shark, oh dear God. And surfing down Wiltshire Boulevard. Fuck's sake. No, just no. But I want to love it, and I do go back to it time and time again, but I end up rolling my eyes, because again, Carpenter proves he cannot do the action scenes. Look where he's fighting Cuervo Jones. This is Pliskin fighting Cuervo Jones towards him. He had the hang glider attack, which is a great idea, but looked a bit shit. And they're fighting, and explosions go off, and they're trying to get to weapons and stuff, and they're crawling. It's just fucking awful. It is just like, it's a high school pantomime that they've come up with. Russell, Carpenter, you're both better than that by far. Carpenter was cutting his teeth and learning more and more and more. The best action movie that he made, of course, is Big Trouble in Little China. And who's the star of that? Yeah, it's Kurt Russell again. So let's have... What the hell's this that's going on here? Let's have a little bit of Big Trouble in Little China. But, as I say, Kurt Russell now has got more, he's more brawny, he's done more action movies, more thrillers, he's got more of a ruthless edge to him now. So what he could bring to Pliskin right now would be incredible. Give him an adventure, give him a busted back, as you say, to the Stone Age. There's only limited weaponry. You're entering Mad Max territory, I know, but you're giving it the Pliskin slant. You're in America. It'd be a Western. And that's all the Pliskin's character's meant to be anyway. It is a Western character. He's a spaghetti Western anti-hero. That's what he is. He's doing his Clint Eastwood drawl in both movies. And he does John Wayne, of course, in Big Trouble in Little China. So it's all there. And there's no reason why he can't do it now. Don't go looking for someone else to play Pliskin. Don't pass the baton on to his son or whatever. Have Kurt Russell bow out the character of Pliskin with his own final trilogy capper and make it really raw. You've had the gritty neo-noir thriller that is Escape from New York, the anti-authoritarian subversive thriller that is Escape from New York. You've had the comedy version of Escape from LA. Over the top, colourful, garish, ridiculous, outrageous. Now do the brick hard version where Pliskin is forced to live, on his wits, day to day, against other gangs, against the hellish society which he knows he's caused. I mean, you could even have the escape from air. Maybe he realises, shit, I did do this. This is all my fault, and we can't turn back the clock now. But someone had sort of like a bunker which was shielded. Listen to this crap now. And they're going to bust off the planet. They're going to Mars. So it's Escape from Earth. And he's got to try. See, all of a sudden, I'm making it escape. What did I say before? It doesn't have to be an escape movie and no time limit. He's got to make it to this bunker to get in this rocket with these other people. Bit of Flash Gordon going on here as well. And they're going to blast off to a new world. And then it becomes Ghosts of Mars. Oh, no. Anyway, folks, Guinness for breakfast is second only to whiskey for breakfast. But that'll be my second course anyway. St. Paddy's Day, all of you, have lots of fun out there. If you're going to go out, we've had 2 years where St. Paddy's Day was pretty much cancelled due to COVID. Now you can go out and, party like there's no tomorrow. And just do it. You're going to do it anyway. In fact, let's be honest, most of you did it, even when there was lockdown on. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Funnily enough, in one of my locals, around here, I have a friend who loves the fact that I do all this, and we always have a good natter, and he is a great laugh. But his name's Robbie, and but he despises Kurt Russell, and I know he's doing this on purpose. He always goes, "Oh, here's Kilt-Man, here's our Chris, here's Kilt-Man, look," and he always goes on about like the physique, you know, for the age that I am, like, "Oh, you know, if only we all look like that." Trust me, you don't want to look like this. I don't want to look like this. But he goes on about Kurt Russell. He goes, "Oh, he's Kurt Russell's biggest fan. He's got gear that he wore. He wears the stuff. Blah 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 blah." But he's a Kurt Russell though, one of the worst actors ever. He's fucking rubbish. He's garbage. And over the years, you know, I've risen to the bait, and I've like, "No, hang on, mate. You know, you've got to look at this. Look at Breakdown. You know, he's fantastic in that. Look at what's it? Dark Blue. He's awesome in that, playing a banker. Look at Mean Streets. Look at so many movies. You know, so many." And like, he's like, "No, he's rubbish. He's rubbish. He's one note. He's just one note. Yes, he might look good, you know, as Snake Plissken. You know, he might carry the big beard and fight the aliens in The Thing. I mean, another great performance in The Thing. And like, but he won't have it at all." So anyway, I have this sort of grudge match with him. But recently, one of Robbie's mates, who's sort of only, again, in the last sort of couple of years, started to come into the fold. And who does he hate? Mel Gibson. So of course, sometimes I go in there dressed as Mad Max, and obviously I'm wearing a kilt most of the time, so I'm always getting the Braveheart stuff thrown at me. And he always goes like, "You know, he did it only the other day. He took me to one side and he said, you know, Gibson." And I thought, "Oh God, here we go again. Why do you always do this? I've just come in for a drink and a bit of a natter. I don't need to go through this whole pantomime all over again." He was like, "I used to love Gibson. The Maxes, Braveheart, you know, Lethal Weapons, loved all them. But, you know, he's anti-Semitic, he's a Holocaust denier. And I put up with all that." I put up with all that. "He's a wife beater and a drunk," says another drunk. "Chain smoking, you know, hypocrite." And he said, "But when he started bashing the English, that was it, me and him were through." And he's talking to me, who's most of the time in a kilt, you know, and often calling assassin act sissies, you know. Oh, for God's sake. So I've got these two in this fold. One hates Kurt Russell, the other hates Mel Gibson. Where do I turn? I turn to drink. That's what I turn to. I turn to drink. Anyway, folks, there you go. That's a little birthday tribute to King Kurt. 71 years young, looking awesome, and can still kick major, severe ass and look good doing it. And St. Paddy's Day, always worth raising a glass, having a laugh, telling a story, listening to an anecdote or two, hearing some bands playing, and just having a right old good time. A good Kaylee. So folks, there you go. I'll be back later with an unboxing and maybe more. Who knows? Who knows? So in the meantime, and this ever misbegotten in between time, please keep it Celtic, keep it Celtic. Raise a glass to King Kurt and St. Paddy, and let's all have fun, y'all. I'm gonna see you all laters. I don't give a fuck about your Paddy's Day.